Started with the 4 hour chart and the euro. Last session we had gone through the daily charts for all euro dollar index, gold and GBP USD. I think let's get started with gold because we have just issued in the past hours in the portal. We have issued aggressive shorts in the past hour as discussed in the Tokyo Sydney overlap, and that is the trade setup for or the wave setup for gold. As you can see, we were already anticipating that wave 5. See, there are wave 5 working at 3 different degrees here. One is the minor, that is here labeled as 1 2 3 4 5 in gray. The second is at a minute, again labeled as 1 2 3 4 5 in a navy, dark navy, but in Roman circle. And the third degree is again 1 2 3 4 5 at a minute degree, uh, orange, bracket orange. All right. In fact, there is another one which is the subminute wave 5, which is not labeled here. So in fact, 5 waves at 4 different degrees are being worked out, are being terminating right now, and it's just a matter of fact if one if I want to relabel this chart, I mean, if not this way, the only change I would like to make here is I would like to shift uh, the minute wave 3 right to the recent price action, and minute wave 4 then shifts on the right side, which would then carve around the 3000 mark, and minute wave 5 would go higher. So maybe one more degree or one more high could be adjusted. Otherwise, I can see minute wave 3 also subdividing into 5 waves, so no problems there. And minute wave 5 not only is hitting the Fibonacci ratio, but I believe it's also hitting the channel. If I have not done the channel in the last wave, minute wave 5, if you like to do the channeling as well, let's see how it is placing itself. If I go by this minute wave 4 and push it through the third one, or should I change it? Here, and the third one, it's almost the same with a few points still left actually. So a push through 28 or maybe the push through 30 35 could be in cards. Let's also try through the first wave. In case the third wave is extended, sometimes it works through the wave 1. I think that is wave 1. Termination, or yeah, I think what we did was correct. Wave 1 termination here or wave 1 termination there. Both are testing both sides or both cases. the channel resistance has been met. So more or less, and the reason why we have entered short, we're already planning and discussed, as discussed last over the last week, and also in the morning session, Tokyo Sydney overlap, that we would be inclined to aggressively go short somewhere between the 2025 zone, which is the Fibonacci 0.618 extension as well. And that's the only reason, and that's one of the reason. And the second reason is the divergence. Uh, it's not a very clear divergence on the hourly chart, but on the daily chart, yes, it is lagging. It's clearly lagging behind the previous high. And if we go by one more wave, it's much lower than the previous high. Right. So going by the RSI, going by the wave counts, going by the Fibonacci ratios of the last wave, minute 5. I think it's just a matter of time before bears should be back in control anytime. And number 4, which is absolutely not technical nor anywhere documented, but it's very practical, is that the 31st of March, not the 31st of March, it's actually the last trading day of a season of a series, and it really carries out the importance of creation of major highs and lows. All right, uh, around these times. All right, so it's good to believe that we don't have a price. There is some sort of. Okay, it's all restored now. Let's continue with the Euro USD chart setup. All right, the 4-hour time frame for the 4-hour chart for Euro USD is up on your screens, flashing now, and it looks like we are uh, we are comfortably within the fifth wave of a sub-minute degree against 1.0735. That's the Friday low. So if a low is in place, then prices should continue pushing higher from here. And right now we are trading around 826 after printing around close to 900 or 850 mark earlier. By all means, if we go by the wave structure, again a third degree, three different degrees of sub waves are being carved right now. The first degree is minute wave 1 and 2 in place, minute wave 3 is unfolding. All right, within minute wave the three different levels of extensions continuing. I think there is I need to recheck the yeah, we are fine with the bandwidth. Okay, so trading point of view, uh, if you are still sitting on the sidelines, we have already initiated longs in the euro last Friday around the 780 800 zone, and it can be bought even now. The stop loss technically goes around 1.05. We will shift the stop loss the moment prices push above 1.0961. There we are targeting immediately around 1.12. All right, so that is the euro USD chart setup. Next is the dollar index, and we have the dollar index 4-hour time frame flashing right up the screens, and you can see that. Let's understand the wave structure first. Again, three different degrees are being worked upon right now against 110.20. So the first degree is minute wave 1 and 2, and minute wave 3 is underway. Okay, then comes the minute wave 1 and 2, and the minute wave 3 is unfolding. And finally comes the sub-minute wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and the sub-minute wave 5 might have just begun to terminate around 101. Alright, so the extended third wave is how many? Minute wave 3 is extending, it's still extending itself, and the minute wave 3 is also an extension, it's still not complete, and the sub-minute wave 3 was also an extended wave. So it's a rare sight to see wave 3 being extended at three different degrees in the same chart. So by the time minute wave 3, 4 and 5 completes, dollar index should be trading comfortably around the 95 zone going forward. All right, so it's uh, it's about time to believe that dollar index is firmly in control of bears, and that selling is still recommended as we speak right now around 103.84 with a potential stop loss at 107. All right. Okay, so that is the story in the dollar index. Let's move on to pound. And once again, it's no different. Pound is no different from what we just discussed in the euro and the dollar index on the opposite side. So we are still minute wave 3 is unfolding right now towards 135. Within that, okay, and sub-minute wave 5 is ready to push higher again. So wave 3 at three different degrees are extending. One of them is already extended right in front of your screens here, over here, and two of them are uh, completing or near to completing their last waves. All right. So trading point of view, it is still recommended to initiate long positions as prices trade around 29, 30, 40 handle. Uh, Probable low has been carved just ahead of 2800 mark on Friday. Ideally, prices should stay above that, and but the stop loss recommendation is around 1.25 because that is where the wave one domination is, right? So no doubt in the bullish scenario of pound, be prepared for a push higher the rest of April now, as we begin the April series. Sorry, and Bitcoin. As we see, Bitcoin is producing or offering yet another opportunity to go on the long side, to initiate long positions here, possibly towards the 91 and 95. We would be more inclined to initiate short positions after 95. Right now, we are watching, and because going long is still aggressive and it would be counter trending actually, and we would like to avoid that as far as possible. But if it's a good opportunity, if it drops yet again or drops more towards 80,000, then we would be inclined to take a few thousand points of risk with a 15,000 points of potential reward higher. All right, and finally the Dow Jones. Again, the counter trend rally in the Dow Jones is still not looking complete. As we see, both Bitcoin and Dow Jones are sailing on the same boat, and we should be seeing one more high towards the 43,400 mark before the Dow Jones bears are back in control. That looks like an A, B, and C, or A and B type of a setup right now into the London Times. And once again, let's bring it a pause here. And once again, thank you for being here. With the next one, as always, please do take care and God bless. Goodbye.